are we on the internet?
Then Ford ran his fingers through Avantika's hair, tugging it hard as he
Nope, we're not going to read the fanfic this early into the show, Danny. We'll get to it.
I worked hard on this.
I understand. We'll get to it, just not right now. Tonight, the Mighty Nine tackle the Water Temple, race through a jungle, and sleep with the enemy. We'll break it all down with my guests, Marisha Ray and her betrothed, Matthew Mercer.
Already got that done.
Does betrothed mean married to?
Means engaged.
It means engaged?
Yeah, Taliesin fucked that up last campaign too.
He did. Hey, you know what? It's all good. Here on Critical Role, we learn how words are actually used and sometimes pronounced.
Because the internet will correct you.
Not on this show, we don't. Hey guys, all that and more tonight on Talks Machina. We're back. Hey guys, the next episode of All Work No Play, a fantastic show on our network, will debut at twitch.tv/Critical Role this Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific. This week, oh boy, I've been waiting for this one. This week, Liam and Sam are building a custom MAME cabinet with
It's a big deal.
our beloved, you just drew a heart, Felicia Day, and our director of events, the wild, the crazy Brittany Wallach-Key, who we love so much.
Wild and crazy.
I can't wait to see this episode. I've seen little snippets, but I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Deeply proud of our entire company keeping their mouth shut for 3 weeks while we've had this MAME cabinet in here.
It's kind of the best thing that's
Folks
happened.
don't know at home, what's a MAME cabinet?
But yeah, go ahead.
It's a multi-arcade machine emulator.
Is that correct, Max?
I don't know.
Steve?
Sounds great.
Yeah, multiple arcade.
Arcade machine emulator. Yeah.
Okay. It's a
MAME.
MAME cabinet.
A
Yeah.
MAME.
a MAME cabinet.
Yeah, MAME.
Yeah.
It's the greatest gift to any kid who grew up in the 80s and 90s, as it contains every arcade machine that you lost all your quarters on and never quite beat growing up, but on free play.
Yes.
And
It's
great.
There's 70,000 games on it.
20,000, but we
There's
can get more.
20,000 games on it.
There are more. But anyway, you get to check it out on Friday's episode, the construction of it and all that fun.
Oh God, it's gonna be great.
Amazing. I'm so
7
happy.
p.m. Pacific. Now check out wheniscritroll.com and other websites like that because we did experience the dreaded daylight saving time. It's not savings, it's saving time. Also, throughout the month of November and in celebration of Veterans Day coming up, we're raising money for Travis's favorite charity, which is Operation Supply Drop.
Yes.
They're amazing.
They're great.
They've helped over 750,000 members of the military community since they started the whole thing.
Yeah.
They support active military members, veterans, and their families. Donate now at critroll.com/OSD. I think there's some little incentives and some stuff on there for if we reach certain goals.
Yeah,
and
we've already reached the one where Travis is going to be forced to play a first-person shooter series.
Now-
multiple shooters, hopefully, if I can push him to do it.
I have played, I'm not exaggerating when I say I have probably played more hours of Call of Duty with Travis than there are hours of Critical Role episodes. and
yet he got destroyed in Overwatch.
He doesn't know. Overwatch not for him. It's like
But
he's
it
got a
will
run
be.
and gun. He's a run and gunner, you know.
But he needs
So,
to
like,
play a
maybe
soldier. There's always
but
somebody for you to play.
I know. And maybe this wonderful new woman they debuted at BlizzCon.
Oh, yeah.
Ash. I did not spend the weekend Googling to see how much Ash cosplay there already was out there.
Oh,
Stop asking.
instantaneously.
Stop asking. Guys, another pretty crazy reveal about to happen on the show. in just seconds as soon as I stop stalling.
Yeah.
Both the standard and deluxe versions of our second art book, The Chronicles of Exandria Volume 2, The Legend of Vox Machina, will be on sale via pre-order on November 12th, Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific. Look at this.
Beautiful piece there.
That is the deluxe version that Matthew Mercer is holding. That is the other version that Marisha's holding, the standard one. Holy cow.
And
They
then
are
look,
very pretty.
look at that beautiful inside
shit.
cover.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Oh, that one's got the nice little print on it.
Holy cow. Look at all those places that you could autograph, Matt. Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Holy cow. Monday, November 12th, 9 a.m. Pacific. You can pre-order those beautiful books. Now, this contains art from our community, just like the other version, the first one, created with love from literally all over across the world.
Can I show off a piece of art
Matt,
in here?
I don't know what we can do.
The answer to can I on this set
I'm not
coming out of your
supposed
mouth
to,
is
I don't
always a
know.
yes.
You're the leader.
I'm gonna reveal one piece of art.
You're the leader.
I just need to pick the right
While
one.
you're looking for that,
There
we
you go,
will
there you
have.
I'll do this one.
Oh, do that one. Oh my
So
God.
from,
do that one.
from campaign 1, I'm sorry, Rachel, I apologize in advance.
Spoilers.
This is from campaign 1. This is during their trip to the city of Dis.
Oh my God.
This
New city. who dis.
fantastic landscape during their journey. More of that in the tome.
This was Pit Fiend.
There was Pit Fiend they battled in the city of Brass, which is in the fire.
Brass, yeah.
But this is where they actually went into.
Was that Sinecure there?
No, Sinecure was in the city of
was
Brass. That's city of
okay.
Dis, which is the second layer of the nine Hells of Bator.
God, I want to go back and watch those episodes again.
Dissipator's run.
Oh, that was good.
That was a good run.
It's gonna feel like a fever dream.
It is. Yeah.
But yeah, this book is absolutely fucking gorgeous.
many good
Everyone who worked
memories
on
in
this did such an incredible job. I have shed many, many tears scanning through here with memories of last campaign.
You know, we signed a lot of the first book at London MCM we were just at. And what I loved about it was every person who came up and got one signed, the book was worn. Like you could tell they actually sat there. It didn't just end up on a coffee table and ultimately be a glorified cover. But yeah, it's looking through there, just sit down with a nice cocktail. You know, I've taught you how to make a few. Just make all of them. And then just sit down with this art book and kick back by the fire.
A little sampling
Yeah,
flight.
flight
and
of,
just
yeah.
Have a night.
That won't make you sick.
Really, really proud of everyone involved. Everyone did such an incredible job on this book. Everyone here at the team that put it together, and every single one of you incredible fan artists. This is just like these books are a testament to this weird story that I look forward to us both being extremely old somewhere on a porch.
Oh yeah.
And just like going through these and going like, oh, remember when that happened, and then crying.
What did I do with my life?
Yeah.
Remember when you jumped off a cliff as a fish? My medication, you know, like that's what I'm hoping for. It's gonna be good.
I just somehow pictured that entire scene in my mind, just the two of you out there, a bunch of old shit kickers just chilling on a porch. I love
Yeah,
it.
between the art books and our like cataloged binders of fan letters, we're set for retirement.
Matt's
Yeah.
just pulling down one of the dragon heads. Ah, Morgul, I remember this battle so well.
Raishan, you
Raishan,
bitch.
you bitch. You take it from me. All of a sudden he's speaking in King's English. Guys, another thing. We're going to have more details to share on Monday morning, but we do have a very exciting announcement for our critter friends in the EU. Announcement? Whatever. So stay tuned regarding if you're in the EU, stay tuned on Monday. Our Twitter, our website, any of our socials, we'll have some exciting news for y'all over there.
Heck yeah.
Well, I think that's it.
That's it, we're done. Let's go.
That's it. Oh, Marisha, this came in the mail. Why don't you show the people?
Speaking of our wonderful critter
Look at that.
gifts that we get, you all might remember Brian's amazing jacket with the
Taliesin
magic
jacket, but yeah,
that he borrowed from Taliesin.
right.
But yeah, Taliesin owned it. You defined it.
Sure. Oh, wow. I
You know,
appreciate that.
it's in your name. But look at this. Look how amazing. Does it go down?
I think it's
this
up.
way.
I think it's up.
Up.
Yeah, I think it's up.
No, wait,
No, I
nope.
think it's down.
Thing is down. look at this reveal.
Oh my god. Oh no.
That's amazing.
Oh no.
Definitely.
I didn't know which picture it was.
That's the stuff of nightmares.
face.
I am so happy.
That's gonna stay here.
I have something to snuggle when I nap.
Oh no.
Hello, Matt. Go back to your corner.
Except when you wake
We got
up,
a new
it's like,
love.
ah.
This honestly blows my
That is
reality.
amazing.
that
Someone
this
made that and
exists.
sent it in.
Like
That's,
the possibilities.
that's pretty great.
Oh man, hold on. Oh, there are possibilities here. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Well, I guess throughout the show, you guys can just, as you're answering questions, maybe do some damage, you know?
Hang on.
Oh, are you
this
doing
could be
some-
worth it.
You can do like, can turn you into some terrible,
Guys,
awful
pre-order
demon creature.
November 9th. The Chronicles
Or
of
like
Exam-
super-
Oh no. Oh,
Super
no.
Animu, Brian.
Oh no.
Oh, kawaii. Oh, that's it.
Oh, there's gonna be gifts. I can see them. I can see the gifts coming.
This is the best gift. I'm so happy about this.
Well, what a blessing. Thank you. I can't, we couldn't find the note of who sent that in, but please tweet me and I'll
Yes.
retweet you or something. Without further ado, let us discuss episode 40.
40. The new campaign. It's crazy.
Nuts.
40.
Critical Role Campaign 2, Dubious Pursuits. I try to say it real simple. This is a sleepy boy.
Little sleepy man.
This is a sleepy boy.
You're so good.
Got a little
Oh.
buddy
It's
over
our other little sidekick for the show.
there.
Okay, we have some crit roll stats,
Uh-oh.
courtesy of our friends at Crit Roll Stats.
Yes. Crit roll stats. You're amazing.
The 200th PC natural 20 this
Oh,
episode.
wow.
Bo's acrobatics check to land outside the temple.
Nice.
Amazing.
Pretty great.
Cool.
Congratulations.
3-point landing.
Yeah.
In character.
Super dope.
As it should be.
Yep. Bo has used 90 key points so far.
Oh,
You get
wow.
those at level 2?
I think
you get
so,
them
yeah.
at
Level 2, you
3?
get key points.
Level
yeah.
2?
Level
I think
2,
level
level
2 you
1?
get key points, yeah.
Level 2.
I'm about to write the monk quick build, so I'll be
Oh.
super refreshed at early levels.
There you
That's
go.
a good idea. The top 3 uses of those key points have been, why don't you guess what the first one might be?
The top 3?
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be flurry of blows.
That's correct. With 25, it's Flurry of Blows. You win a 69 pillow that also has my face on it.
Oh my god!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next-
It's not coming home with us.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Next up in the list is what do you think? What's the one you've used second most?
Second most. I'm gonna say stunning strike.
That's correct. With 20,
Okay,
it's stunning.
okay.
One more, and you guys win. Danny Carr. What's the third most used key point?
I already win with Danny Carr in my life.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
But I think you know what it is. I think I know what it is. But you answer.
It's gotta be deflect missiles.
That's like.
What was your guess, Matt?
To
I was
use
gonna say
a-
patient defense.
Matt's
Passion.
correct. You both win.
there we
Danny
go.
Carr, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
win Danny Carr.
Yeah.
Danny Cam has to
Yay.
stay here, though.
We're gonna get a sandwich together. Me too.
Oh boy, she's gonna read you her fanfic. No, we'll have time to get to
She's
it.
already sent it to the entire company.
We'll,
It's fine.
we'll have time.
Everyone's enjoyed it.
She just
Especially
What
Travis.
is going
Line
on?
by line.
Nobody's telling me I got some weird shit going on here, man. I'm distracting the people. At the end of the escape from Urukoxel,
No.
Uruk Hazel.
the party had 6 points of exhaustion and 0 spell slots remaining.
Oh man.
I also had
tapped
10.
him out.
I had 10 hit points that whole game.
That was getting real rough there.
I was just kind of in typical Bo fashion, was not telling anybody about kind of how rough I was.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need your fucking help. I'm great.
That's another point of honest connection between Bo and Marisha.
Okay.
It's true though. You'd be like super sick of like, do you need to go see a doctor? Like, I'm fine. Blood.
Yeah.
I just need to sleep.
Just give me a power nap and I'm fine.
Well, I always say, what is a doctor gonna do to fix this?
Give you
So,
medication.
yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Probably
many
probably
medically proven
pinpoint
things.
exactly what's wrong with you and then treat exactly that in a way that
Yeah.
helps you recover quickly and with no risk to the rest of your health. I mean,
little ornery at
I
times.
understand that's a little.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to work with there, but it's yeah.
It's cute until I have to like put you in the car and be like, no, seriously, we're going to go.
I have been over there before when we've had to put the blanket over Marisha's head and then he clubs her and then we just flop her on the thing and
Whatever
take her
it
out
takes.
to the van. Yep. Hey guys,
I love you.
our final stat tonight from Crit Roll Stats for episode 40 is just the cutest, and it is that Ford is responsible for 30% of all kisses in Campaign 2.
How's that for a man who was like, no, never, ever having romance in my D&D?
He's such a shipper too.
I love it. It's been great to watch his transition unexpectedly in this recent episode, and very unexpectedly in a few ways. But it's
great.
That's part of the fun too, is watching players that are cemented in certain ideas and they're used to playing a certain character, and then surprising themselves with the choices they make and the direction it goes. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm just now super distracted by what the other 70% of kisses were.
Well, Danny, we've got
Are we talking about like Bo Keg?
Bo Keg.
I mean,
Molly.
y'all had a full night of sex. I'm not sure how, I'm not sure what Crit Roll Stats is tally
Yeah.
system.
Hey,
Yeah, like
hey.
what are the bases?
Hey, not all encounters require kissing. In fact, some cases you're not allowed to.
This is very true. I withdraw my.
Who the fuck are you, Julia Roberts?
Oh my God.
Pretty Woman
It
shit?
was the perfect turn and look as it edited. I'm so happy.
Oh, that was genius. Wow.
Look, Andrew, just email me what your basis was.
Let's
what
find
your
out.
range
I too
was
am interested in
Yeah.
that 70% of untold kisses.
Yeah,
because
because I just only remember Ford
yeah.
and everyone.
I think Molly kissed Caleb on the
Molly
forehead.
had quite a few kisses.
Yeah,
Molly
he was a
was
kissy one.
kissing lots of people.
Wait,
Yeah, sure.
I can't
And I
tell.
feel like he did some forehead kisses
Lot of
too.
forehead
all the
kisses.
forehead kisses. Yeah.
I can't tell if it's just from the art that I seek out or if it happened on the show, but has Bo and Yasha kissed?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yasha's not
Because
really
I have a lot of stuff on my phone.
Yeah, the Bo and Yash thing's very
One-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Though,
know.
Not according to Travis,
Hey,
as he plays Yasha.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hey.
Non-consensual character advancement.
It hasn't
might
been
be a
too bad. If he
question
went far out of character, I'd call him on it and not let it go
Sure.
too far.
It's been interesting to watch him Jaeger Yasha because he has to go back to that barbarian, and you can see
Yeah.
the conflict of he's like, I know how to do this, but shit, I also have this. Or
I know.
he forgets the.
We just need to get Ashley back.
Hey, I'm working on it.
I know.
I feel bad for him. It looks like an entire it's like HUD system that he has,
all the
with
iPads
two
and the-
screens, and
yeah.
he's moving. It's like he's in the space station. Like,
He's Tom Cruise in Minority Report. Just
100%.
Yeah,
Sad.
exactly.
Like it's that terrible challenge, that middle area of I've tried to get getting Yasha out of the narrative for a while when Ashley can't be here, but Ashley could possibly be available anytime,
Right.
and it gets difficult to have her coming in and out of the narrative too often. So it's it's easier to just have her there as an NPC, and then when she jumps in, she just kind of takes over and then brings it to the forefront.
Yeah.
Soon enough.
Soon enough. I keep making calls and trying to
I
get.
like your shirt, by the way.
Hey, check it out. Dread Singles, Void merch store. These dice destroy. I thought it was a
We
fitting
called,
day.
we
Now your
coordinated.
shirt,
Did
Marisha.
not do that.
Look
Go
at
Go
that.
Bordello.
Yeah, fantastic band.
Amazing.
They're amazing. Gypsy punk.
Yep.
Gypsy
Incredible
punk.
music. Great live show.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
Wow.
This mustache kills fascists.
So good.
Well, let's begin, Matt, with the question from Grish Fix.
Yes.
Bo slept with Keg and the party reached level 6. Ford slept with Avantika and the party reached level 7.
Holy shit!
What needs to happen for the party to reach level 8?
This is milestone leveling. This is your choice.
It is. I mean, if you guys want to hit max level real fast.
This is mile bone leveling.
Ow!
oh
Jester,
man.
move it along.
Yeah.
I didn't even
We're
think.
all waiting.
To be fair, I can sense a milestone, ending coming. It's not my fault that some of the players end up, getting funky
You can sense,
around that
you can
time.
sense
It's not my fault.
You can sense a milestone ending coming.
God damn it.
Hey, Marisha,
Yes.
save us from Matt having to
Everything.
further answer that question.
Please, thank you.
Carrie Berry Gamer. It sounded like Bo was liking the pirate life. What about it do you think is resonating so well with her?
The total lack of authority and control, and you're on open waters. It's maritime law now in this point. So yeah, I think it's it's kind of what she always dreamed of in her fantasy head as a rebellious teen, like stuck under her super strict parents.
Yeah.
So she's enjoying herself. Matt keeps being like, "Do you have goals with this character?" And I'm like, "Yeah, to fuck off." And that's kind of what's going on right now. I don't know.
How does that make you feel?
Proud.
Cool. I figured. Hey guys, Il Nomine DA wants to know, for Matt, it seemed equally likely that Ford or Avantika would gain access to the dank water powers. How did you prepare for the possibility of either an NPC or a PC gaining access to these powers?
Well, the official Eldritch Invocation is titled Dank Water Powers, so I'm glad you were paying attention. It's official. Yeah, I had it's from an actual rules standpoint. Essentially, it was an Eldritch Invocation, and they got for free.
Oh.
That allowed them the chance to expend a spell slot. To use to cast Control Water as a spell once per day without expending a spell slot. Was the idea. So she was kind of toying with it a bit, and then kind of, for a narrative standpoint, let her play with it for her bathing scenario. But it was. I decided that either one, hey,
Stop giving me layups, man.
like I guess Laura's not here, so somebody has to represent.
Yes.
Fair enough. But yeah, I prepped that as the boon based on who got there first,
Yeah.
and Avantika was not going to wait. But she was giving him, honestly, he probably would have gotten there if Caleb hadn't have stopped him and kept him at bay for 2 full rounds. That gave her this big advantage getting there first. He did roll a really high investigation, so he found it first, but he would have gotten there before she did. He would have kind of figured out his own way of getting the sword and the hilt to the actual hole before she did, and he would have been granted the boon, and whatever else might come with that down the road, we'll see. But
Make Liam feel so guilty.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to make you feel guilty. No, it was just, it was in character, it was fun, but that's how it works out in the game. There are certain things in which there are timed aspects, and whoever gets there first, reaps the rewards.
Yeah.
And this was very much kind of one of those culminating moments there where the two of them, the first one there got the blessing.
And ultimately, even though it took him a few rounds, he was able to get the sword all the way in the hole to the hilt.
Yeah.
Marisha. Danny just wrote me that. I told her,
no such thing.
I don't know.
The bus.
Galaxy Cleric, Marisha. What was your and Bo's feeling during the water level? Were you afraid you wouldn't make it out? It was got a little intense there for a little bit.
It did. It did.
Swing flashbacks to the labyrinth level in
labyrinth,
Sonic 1.
Yeah. I kept envisioning scenes from the Titanic when they're remember when they were trying to unlock the gate, and they're the water was, I don't know, my mind went to Titanic, but.
I haven't seen the film because I get triggered by Celine Dion. It's kind of a thing, so I have to avoid them. No, but I know what you mean. Yeah, that feeling of impending drowning or escape.
And I like water in real life. Water also kind of free. I've learned with age. When I was a kid, I was much more fearless, and I was like, water, and now I'm like, water's scary. Mm-hmm. Water is very intimidating. So I kind of had that in the back of my head the whole time. This is bad. This could be very bad very quickly.
Yeah. Could have been a lot worse. Of course, whenever there's an encounter in an episode, the whole chat's like, TPK, TPK. It's like, oh God, it's not that bad. This one, I actually felt a little worried.
Yeah.
This one got into some pretty intense moments. I was like, oh,
Worried about Caduceus a lot.
Worried about Caduceus.
Because I worried about Taliesin more than I did Caduceus. Because, oh God, poor
You can't take
poor
another
guy.
one.
6 characters, this one campaign. Oh man.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was like a poor choice to bolt there. I kind of like went right past all the bad guys, but in the long run, I don't really regret that. I think that was
It worked out fine in the
it
end.
worked out fine.
And then there's moments of
Yeah.
chaos. You never know what is important, who's going to do what. And if you're the top of the round, too, it's hard because you're the one who's kind of setting the charge.
Yeah.
And you just make
yeah.
a choice and go with it. And if it ends up not panning out with everyone else's choices, you're like, well,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yep. You had some good rolls and some not so good rolls
Yeah,
on your side of things.
yeah.
Made it interesting.
When I set up the whole exit of that temple, I wanted to have kind of like a pulpy adventure kind of exit feel to it, and then to bring in some more skill challenge aspects. One of the things that I really enjoyed from 4th edition, and I, try and bring it every now and then to make a narrative escape type of scenario. The elements of like the 5e chase, yeah, it got pretty intense there. You guys managed to avoid like most, if not all, the pitfalls of the jungle. Coming back, you all did really good on your skill
Wow.
challenges. Like the rolls there were pretty awesome. There was the opportunity for someone to be caught in a man trap. There was the opportunity for like a volley of arrows to come, and everyone would get an attack roll against them from any of the Yuan-Ti giving chase.
Oh, wow.
There was an element where people could be captured, like nets thrown, and possibly have a member or two being dragged off by the lizardmen hunters. There were all these different. I had a whole list of things that they could possibly encounter if any of them failed.
Yeah.
Part of the skill challenge, and you guys rolled really well. And looking at your hit point values, and the number of spell slots that nobody had left, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
We were tapped.
What are you looking forward to leveling up? What happens at level 7 for a monk? Anything cool? Or is it just a couple little bumps here and there?
Haven't had time
Yeah.
to fully look
I know,
at
'cause
We got 2
it.
days to
Since
update
Thursday night, you left town again, and then came back
Yep.
That's right,
last
yeah.
night.
Cousin's
and then-
wedding.
Yep. Oh my God.
And my dad's in town. Everyone saw, if you watched earlier,
Dad.
thank you for joining us. Hi,
There he is.
Dad's here chilling.
Hey, Dad, I get to call you that now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
If
He's
you guys-
giving air hugs.
If you guys haven't heard him laughing at my jokes,
Yes.
it's
yeah.
not because he isn't Mike.
There's a reason.
It's because they're not funny. Yeah. And then you did BlizzCon right when you got back from London as well.
Yeah, I had like half a day from London to adjust, not at all, and then rehearsals, and then Thursday night,
Yeah.
our show,
Yep.
this one, and then the next morning was BlizzCon, and then yeah.
I heard the critters came out to BlizzCon.
They did. It was awesome. There were so many. I was kind of incognito running through the hall so I could go to place to place.
I heard it was McCreecon.
It was kind of McCreecon. I wasn't expecting it to be.
McCon.
There you go.
McCreecon.
Yeah, it was not too bad. It was a good
Hey.
time. It was a good time.
Nice.
The short reeled. It was great.
Short's amazing.
The panels went really well, and I saw like a shit ton of T-shirts from our community. Like the Mighty Nine
Yeah,
shirts
you
were
were saying
everywhere.
that.
The Not the Best Detective T-shirts everywhere. I saw a bunch of like
Keyfish.
Keyleth shirts, Keyfish shirts. A bunch of like the older like Vox Machina shirts as well from back in the day.
Yeah.
It was really exciting to see how much the community was out in full force at BlizzCon.
That's awesome.
So well done, guys.
I often wonder how many of the people that I just destroy nightly in Overwatch are critters, and I start to feel bad for them, and then I get a loot box. Matt, Bede Elise wants to know, were you relieved when Ford failed to grapple Avantika under the water? What did you think he was going to do?
I thought he was going to go do exactly what he was intending to do, which was maybe hold her behind and grapple her till she drowned. He could hold his breath probably longer than she can because he has a higher constitution. And that would have been really interesting because then it would have seen where it went to try and travel back to the ship and explain what happened to their captain. Like it would have made this whole very different path. So it would have been exciting, but it also would have put a very. I mean, he still admitted to the party what he was attempting to do, but like to have that legitimate, like just straight blood on his hands and that choice, that would have been a really interesting thing too to happen. I don't know. It caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it from Ford.
I love watching you just nerd out over what could have happened. You're like sitting here going, ooh, now I'm going to be thinking about this tonight.
Yeah, well, that's why I love D&D. Like that's the basis of it. Is
those different possibilities that, what could have happened.
And I don't think too far ahead. I don't try and think, so-and-so's character will probably do this in this moment. I will set challenges and develop possibilities and different paths and then think, I think they'll be able to handle this. I think that there's a couple tools that could, get past this barrier. I don't think Ford will probably try and drown her.
Right.
That does. I don't put that much thought to independent, specific character choices.
Murder-tastic.
Yeah, it was surprising.
Yeah.
once again, like I know a lot about each character, probably more than most of the party knows.
Does
But even
Ford have
then,
gills?
Ford does not have gills.
Are you sure?
Where does he have these
Does
not
he have
gills?
Remember Sequest?
Oh,
Here comes Chris Lockey. Jesus Christ. Anyway, the dude had gills on Sequest, remember?
Oh yeah.
Look, you guys. Here's Brian.
Oh no.
That's pretty great.
That's not good.
I approve.
Marisha,
Yes.
please stop rubbing my face with an answer to this question. From Book Harness. Always good to have a book harness.
Mm-hmm.
Travis tends to flirt a lot with Bo when playing as Yasha. How do you approach those encounters, especially knowing that it's Travis playing and not Ashley? Do you consider those moments canon?
Man, that is actually an excellent question, and one that I have thought about. I'd say I take them with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but same.
Like, I'm not. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Ashley about those moments whenever she comes back in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold her feet to the fire over anything that Travis has said. Like Travis says,
I think you
puppeting
should.
her.
I think you should.
I think Travis is
I think you should make her pay for being gone. I plan to do a lot of it. I don't know what. I'm
terrible.
kidding.
Yeah, I think well, half of what Travis does with her is just out of fun. He's just being silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I
like,
think he knows, like, we know what Travis is like, romance, and he's sitting here, little fucking ship organizer over here, little shipping yard planner. I see what you're doing.
that's the sailor background.
Wait,
Little
I have an
sailor
idea.
background.
I have an idea. You need to create some NPC that's like totally Yasha's like thing, right? And then try and have a sex scene so that you and Travis have to do another one. Yeah, hold it for a while Yasha's gone, and then you can just like have to do. But he has to do Yasha voice and everything.
I don't know.
Come on, man, it's not that much work.
Let me think on it.
Oh,
If I,
God. Think on it while we
I'll
give
think
away
on it.
some free shit. How about that?
I love free shit.
It's gift of the week. Our, thank you, Steve. That made me laugh. Our winner for Campaign 2, Episode 40, Max, I'm going to read it as he wrote it.
yes.
Campaign 2, Episode 40 of was sent in by Scott at Screwy Scotty. Let's take a look. This one's amazing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is so good. Marisha's face the whole time, like, come on.
What you doing?
That's amazing.
That's pretty great. Yeah, that was really
so good.
involved. Yeah. Congrats to you, Scott. You have won these Vox Machina and Mighty 9 pins. These coveted
That was
pins.
nice. Get that focus. Rack that focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some light tilted.
Little light tilted upwards.
Tilted
Tilted upwards.
for
One
the
more
light.
time, Chief.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's tiny things with a very wide lens. What are you gonna do, folks?
Damn right.
All right, let's move on with a question for you, Marisha.
Oh.
This is from, oh no.
Oh. Oh.
You know, this is one of those names where every week I mispronounce it, and every week they tweet me and tell me the right one, but I read it on Tuesday nights. It's Ivashkushin. That's not it at all, but I'm hoping that at least makes her laugh, or them laugh. What was it like fighting not only against foes, but also against time and your own body?
What?
Marisha.
Okay, Marisha, remember when you had to not only fight against foes, but also against time and your own body? Meaning, Wait.
It's about the water level.
It's about the water
It's
level,
talking
right?
About, it's
Yeah.
talking. It's
Your own body, because you have to breathe.
You have to breathe.
That's what that part is.
Okay.
Against time, because you
Filling up
can
with water.
drown, and it's filling up with water. And against foes, because there were foes in the water.
It's not quite as philosophically deep as I was originally anticipating.
Yeah.
Super deep.
Yeah, like,
It did. It was
what was
worded.
it like to pilot the flesh machine known as yourself to play the game? Yeah, like I went way too,
Yeah.
Isaac Asimov and so yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'm super distracted by how confused I was.
That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
It was terrifying, and I thought we were all going to die, just like the inevitability of your own life and realizing how much time
Stop trying to give
you
a
only
philosophical
have,
answer.
because that's what I thought they were asking.
Stop trying to give a philosophical answer and just give Kiri a kiss instead. Oh, the camera missed it. Do it
Miss
again.
you, Carrie. Miss you.
She's doing okay in
you,
Hupperduke, as far as you know.
Oh boy. Don't
You guys-
be, now Danny's
Why, y'all
not-
left the
now
Empire, you
Danny's
don't
not
know.
going to sleep tonight.
true.
Matt Emberys asks, with a possible connection to what's happening in Jorhas, the three beast avatars seemed like they could be very significant to the campaign. Did you come up with them in response to Ford's backstory, or did Travis's ideas for his character's patron, happen to fit into existing lore and plans? That's what we in this business, we don't call that one brief.
Right. I would say it's a little bit of both. I was exploring the idea, because when you consider a world that was created by the gods, these beings that are so powerful that cannot, in many ways probably cannot be destroyed, or at least it's very, very difficult to do so, and no one really has the understanding of how to do so. They've been sealed away, but they've created things, their lieutenants, their avatars, things that helped them in their endeavors when they did walk the prime material plane and their realms beyond. And so, to me, like when they're cast away, what happens to the things they've created and left behind? They are by definition the next highest part of the food chain, and some of those become great threats. Some of them, go into hibernation without the influence of their god. Some of them might be trying to figure out what they are and what their purpose is without their creator. There's so many interesting philosophical things that can be explored there when world building. And so for me, I was building a facet of some of these entities that were created as part of their forces or their followers as a show of power, as a lieutenant long ago, and being abandoned or left behind. What would they do? Some of them, these three in particular, kind of became their own, pseudo-gods. They whether they found followers or followers found them and began to worship them, that's up for history to discover.
Yeah.
But I wanted to explore aspects of that, but I hadn't quite figured out the full definition of what they were. And then when Ford gave me his backstory and he had a patron involved, I was like, well, I got this figured out for you, sir. And it's been kind of fun to watch all that slowly unveil throughout the campaign. And
Is that a cool moment as a dungeon master when you can put a connection like that together between something they brought to the table and something you did? That's like the coolest, right?
that's one of the best parts.
Yeah, that's like the
it's
best
one thing
thing.
to world build and be like, guys, I built this. I hope you like it.
Yeah.
It's another to be able to take something a player created and tie it to an aspect of the world lore where you can surprise them and help them feel like, oh my God, I feel partially responsible for this now. It's a really cool way to tie them into the narrative, make them feel attached to it, in some ways make them feel responsible for it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying the slow reveal of all this Ford lore, if you will.
Ford lore. You ever try to
Fjord Lords.
you ever try to like Scarlet Witch his brain at night to see if you can pull the secrets out and see what else is going on?
I know I would be so confused, even if I
Probably.
had access to all of that. I'd be
Probably.
like, I don't know, is this chronological? How do I sort this?
Yanti, I don't understand.
this-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all chaos up here.
Marisha, Breach Around 12
Nice.
asks, we've seen that Bo has demonstrated some significant knowledge, like last episode's Calamity tidbit, but Bo acts like she doesn't really like studying. Is the latter an act, or is her relationship with learning just complicated?
That is very astute of
Breach Around
Breach
12.
Around.
I wonder what Breach Around 11 was like. Anyway.
Apparently insufficient. Continue.
Says the
That
guy
one
giving me
broke,
shit for doing
Danny.
innuendo all night.
That one broke, Danny.
Oh, that's not hard.
I'm very small.
Yeah, it actually is. I feel like it is a little bit of an act. I think Bo is the type that's like, fucking readings for nerds. Hide under the blanket.
Right.
But I would say that also still lends to the end of that statement that her relationship with learning is complicated. I consider Bo pretty smart. Like her intelligence is all right.
She's very much a seeker of knowledge, but not willing to admit it.
And I think she's a seeker of knowledge in ways that she's not even fully aware of yet.
Yeah, but that example of going under the blanket to read after offensively making fun of someone about it tells me that that's the human heart in conflict with itself.
100%.
And I'm really curious to see what you have planned for that arc, because if she started this way, where we meet her in the journey,
Who was she before?
Yeah, where was she before, and who is she going to be?
Correct.
You know? Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Bo's story is kind of about running from something. We've heard a little bit about it in the knowledge, but I think like running from I mean, we see it in nature and in real life a lot. When you try and buck something, that hard course correction can be worse or just as destructive as I almost spill my drink all over my lap.
She's running from a lot of college debt.
Exactly, right. Oh,
It's a very
boy.
relatable,
In fact,
story.
my arch villain is Sally Mae. It's crazy.
Right, yeah,
It's the lich that I'm fighting
I've seen the mini.
Spoiled that.
I saw the mini out here. Yeah, it's crazy.
The Lich Mae.
She comes out with a long ledger.
I'll release the stat block next week, guys.
Yeah,
Pay
sorry,
attention.
Matt. Sorry, Matt. We spoiled
Thanks.
it. All right. Well, this is interesting. Frickwit wants to know, for both of you, what surprised you more, Ford going for it with Avantika or not almost sacrificing herself in the chase?
Ford going for it with Avantika.
What surprised
I'd
you
say
more out of
for
those
me,
two?
Ford
Yeah.
going for it was more surprising.
You didn't think he would go for it, or you didn't think Travis would go for it because, well, here's the thing, and hopefully they're not watching, but we've talked a lot about the Ice Queen stare, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Had Laura been at the table Thursday night, I don't
Would he have
believe,
done
I
it?
do not believe, I want to know what you guys think, but I don't think he would have gone for it because here it is. Because here it is. I wish I had glasses because she usually wears glasses, but it's this. And it's not just the look, it's how the look happens. It's
Yep, I've seen
It's a smile that is so opposite of a smile.
Yeah,
it's not a fucking smile. Don't be fooled.
It's you enjoy
I'm
your last
plotting your
moments
demise.
of
We saw it in the
Yeah.
GIF.
Yeah.
It's. I hope that
I don't think he
oxygen
would've-
is nice.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think he would have done it?
I think he would have. I think he would have if she was here. I think he would have, but I think it would have been a like, I go for it. I'm so sorry. I'm going for it. I'm sorry. I think because Travis, I know that there's that kind of chaotic trickster in him deep inside, and part of what we've talked about a lot is him kind of getting out of his comfort zone and wanting to make big choices because, you know, for him at least, the early part of this campaign, he was still figuring out the character, and now that he's coming into his own, I think he wants to really kind of figure out who Ford is and where Ford's going, and I think that choice was definitely a step in that direction of where he's wanting to find that character in his journey, and all the ramifications that may come with those choices too.
Yeah.
I like to believe he would have done it anyway, but you may be right. But I don't know, maybe I'm an eternal optimist.
Maybe he might have, yeah. If he really wanted to do it for Ford, he would have, yeah.
And I got to give it credit to both of them. They are fantastic about going along with each other's stuff and experiencing and appreciating in each other's wants and going along with them. So they're a very great couple in that way.
Yeah.
I'd say Travis was like probably one of the biggest like Percy Vex shippers last campaign.
I know, it's so funny.
So
Man
it's
almost ate his can of Coke whenever that kiss happened.
Yeah.
that's the truth. But yeah, like I will say I was surprised by him going for it. only because the way that things had been going, my intention of that scene was to find ways to build that power dynamic. It was less about any sort of physical contact. With Avantika and Ford, it was more about a power dynamic. It was trying to get answers, trying to get trust, trying to learn more, and trying to see how much control she can have in those environments. You know, that's a large part of who she is and how she survived and how she's acquired what she has and continues to do so. Without giving too much away, like, she is a self-made woman and is very manipulative and is very eager to find connection and use it for her own survival. There may be things beyond that. She hasn't met somebody who's been equal on this level as far as, blessing from her fanaticism from that direction. And they have a lot of kind of this interesting kind of dueling aspect. They're this very like duck and weave kind of equals thing that she's really entranced by, I think, and we'll see where that goes. But I was expecting I was expecting to see a power play that he would back away from again and like have him kind of figure out what that means and how he was going to come at her next time. When he went all in, I was like, oh shit, this is going to shift that in ways I wasn't expecting, and I'm curious to see how it plays out.
Somebody asked if you were tempted to have her reject him when he, made his move.
In those moments, there's a brief moment when the player makes a choice and the DM brain immediately splays into, 5 or 6 different directions and possible choices. But when you've made an NPC that you feel comfortable in their shoes, you go with what makes sense for that NPC.
Yeah.
And for her, it was like, she could have, and that was definitely one of the choices that would make, but she wouldn't have in that moment. She was riding on the high of her success. She had this new power at her disposal. She has this other individual that now has the key to the next stage in this whole grand plan she has. And in that moment, it was, okay, if you're willing to come with me, then let's have a little fun to celebrate.
Yeah. Wow. Were you gonna say something?
I was going to say, it feels like it alleviated the pressure of the entire situation.
Kind of, yeah, unintentionally.
While complicating it in the long run.
Yep.
Much more.
Yeah.
Which is a great storytelling tool, as unintentional and unexpected as it was.
It's like adding
Once
a
again.
release valve, but also that valve comes with a whole other moving part and mechanism that makes that release valve function.
It was
I
a
don't
beautiful
know.
gift. It was a beautiful gift.
Avantika helped Ford's release valve function.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Danny. I saw you itching for that, but I had a transition set up anyways. So, hey, let's do another giveaway.
Yeah,
real
let's
fast,
do that.
shall we?
Hey!
Our next giveaway is Fan Art of the Week.
What's
Fan Art of the Week!
Dad!
that cardigan?
Oh, boy. This week's fan art winner for Campaign 2, Episode 40 was sent in by Hikshano at Hikshano. Let's take a look.
Chano.
Let's take a look.
Oh, I love this.
That's an incredible piece. I haven't seen that one yet.
You haven't seen that?
No!
It came in so quick.
We gotta have
I've been in Blizzard doing cowboy
Pin and
stuff.
Blizzard cons.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So pretty.
Man.
Congrats to you, Hikshano. You have won this. Paduk. Was that what it is? That's Paduk, isn't it?
Paduk, I think.
Paduk.
Actually, I've been corrected
Dice
online.
Vault, a new wood currently available from our friends at Wormwood and Wormwood Gaming. Look and think. Oh my God, it's magmatized. Holy shit.
Fucking love it.
This is really beautiful.
Yeah.
It's some beautiful
I think that's my new favorite wood,
It's a
honestly.
good color, it really is.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. It's your new favorite wood? Is this the color
Yeah.
of
Yep.
John Constantine's wood? Guys, you can
hope
submit for our weekly contest by emailing them your gift or fan art to submit@toxmachina.com. Rules for our contest are available on critworld.com. Now, unfortunately, our giveaways are only for the US and Canada, excluding
When did you get that?
some critters from motherfucking Quebec and Montreal. They sent these in. There's more too. I'll be revealing some of their gifts over the next few weeks.
Magnificent.
They wrote me a hate mail letter, a love, like a really sweet, like, you know, nice letter, and then one explaining what all of the gifts were and stuff. So I have this, I have other stuff, so it's only fitting that I apologize once again to the nation, to the city, to the
like
province, to the province of, guys,
Quebec.
I got there, of Quebec. I love your mugs. I don't know much about Quebec.
You should learn about Quebec.
Okay, well, what's that?
They drink a lot of maple.
They drink a lot of maple syrup. I love syrup.
I really.
Steve was immediately like, nope, that's wrong.
I don't think that's.
What were you saying?
They use it.
He said they don't drink.
What do they use it for,
Like
Steve?
grease their axles and
Yeah, Jesus.
you know, wash their.
You don't drink
pigs.
maple
I don't
syrup? What do
know.
you do with it?
We are so sorry
Guys.
to the people of Quebec.
No, we're not. We didn't say anything offensive. They drink it. They don't use it to do all kinds of weird, kinky shit like he's saying. Guys, aloha, Roxana. That's a cool name. Aloha, Roxana. Marisha, considering Bo's closeness to Ford, is she team Jester or team scarfing down popcorn while watching the Avantika Jester Ford love triangle play out?
Bo ain't getting involved in that shit. She's
Really?
team watching or eating popcorn while watching this shit play out.
Yep,
That's about
that makes
right,
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They're my friends. Don't tell me, nope.
Yep. Matt, Cayman Rider wants. What is it?
Corn?
Corn. It's in red. You know how hard red is to read?
You're the one who started the red thing, all right?
Whatever.
Kevin Ryder's great. Like,
I know. I agree.
Corn, not a huge fan of.
No.
Not into corn.
Oh, it's sea corn, not K corn. Never mind.
Yeah.
You thought it was the band
For a
corn?
second, I was like, nah.
Man, Max.
Jonathan Davis can.
Max is
go take a nap.
obsessed with corn, right?
So is
He
my brother
tells
growing
me.
up,
He
man.
tells me. Oh, Corn came through Sacramento one night, man, and they said, "You look like a cool dude. Do you want to just come on the road with us for a week?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude." And then that's where I believe Truth and him parted ways on that story. Corn. Always talking about fucking corn. I gotta listen to. Matt, is your classy treatment of sex scenes for players fade to black your own DMing style, or do you base it on the group's comfort level game by game?
Both. I've rarely had a game of any sort of role-playing game where all the players have been really eager to detail the explicit elements of their sexual escapades in a story.
I don't follow.
In my experience, at least. And as a DM, I want to provide the most comfortable experience I can for my players.
Right.
So I want to make sure that, you know, that we never cross a line. If that's something players want to explore, then that's something they need to discuss with the party and with myself and be like, all right, guys, is this something we want to do? I think we're fine.
We're great.
You know,
where things are.
If anything, and I'm a big fan of you know, the imagination sometimes is more powerful than, you know, explicit detail.
Is that why you don't have the minis actually?
Correct. That's part of the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave it up to our imagination.
Yeah, surround them with like a paper towel and like put them in a box and pretend it's a tumbler. Just
Roll for how long I do this.
Yep. All the paint chipping come off, and I'm like, oh, this is a good night.
Yeah, this is a good night.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, for me, I'm trying to tell a story with people, and not every story needs to get too explicit.
Yeah.
You know, if the players take it to a direction and everyone's comfortable with it, then I'll be like, all right, you guys have fun. But, you know, as a storyteller, you kind of read the room. You know your friends well enough at that point, and I try and keep it classy.
Yeah, all friends.
Yep.
We're all friends.
Yeah.
We're all friends.
I've been at the tables growing up with, like, you know, the and I use the term respectfully, tool bag players that want to roll to see how long they last, and like, oh man, you know, man, make like Travis said, Constitution save. I was like, You're joking about that because you haven't really had to do that in a game before. I've been at
Yeah.
games where players have wanted to do that, and it's really uncomfortable for everyone at the table.
No, that just
So I
means they're
just-
not getting enough action.
That's
off
kind of the
table.
thing. To me, it's an indicator of once again, an extended fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I want to see how well I do in bed. It's like,
Right.
oh, buddy.
I know.
I guess this is where you have to play out those fantasies. You know, so I try and keep it classy and comfortable for everyone at the table.
The Constitution thing was classy.
From his end.
From
I
his
didn't suggest that. That was him.
Well, that reminds me because Chris Lockey had asked. He wanted me to ask you if you. He wanted me to ask you if you thought about saying like, Travis, you have a point of sex auction. Ugh. I told him it wasn't going to go well. Point of sex auction. Can you believe it, Danny? How did we let that slip
move
through?
on from this question.
How did we let that slip through?
We are. It feels.
Der Stroopy
very-
wants to know, Marisha.
What?
This is the best conversation, by the way, to have my father-in-law to be just outside. I'm just putting that out there. This is great.
He's loving it.
Yeah.
He fell
Hey,
asleep.
Mark.
He fell asleep at 7:04. My voice he ran out of. Der Stroopy wants to know, Marisha, thinking back to how seeing the ocean for the first time made Bo so calm and happy that she actually meditated, do you think she will ever be able to calm her emotions in presence of water after all that's happened? That's a good point.
It is a good question, and I did think about this, and I think yes. I think she's not, once again, I kind of feel like you have a respect for water. Don't underestimate water, especially the ocean.
Yeah.
And if anything, this further cemented that idea, but I don't think she couldn't still appreciate the power of how incredible it is to take in that sight of the ocean when it is calm. And if anything, it might still be like, it might be more meditative now, having those experiences.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I would think about it, but yeah.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of Fluffernutter?
I'm glad it finally worked to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see it again? You want to see it happen again?
I love when players do non-standard things. Like you have your set of abilities and your attacks and things that your class gives you, but there are so many more interesting things that can happen if you start thinking outside the box.
Combining stuff.
Fluffernutter could have been really cool when it was first used, if it had gone off properly. Also could have been really terrible. You know, who knows? And when it did go off, it was used in a way that was somewhat distracting, you know, and it did help a little bit. But I love Fluffernutter. I'm all about any other Fluffernutter adjacent, you know, group techniques. I'm all for it.
Fluffernutter adjacent.
Few sentences.
I know, I'm all for
I'm
anything
for
Fluffernutter adjacent. Just want to get that out
you
there,
know,
guys. I'm really open to a lot of Fluffernutter type shit.
That's a shirt I'll wear proudly.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm with Fluffernutter.
I'm with Fluffernutter.
I caught Fluffernutter in Exandria.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
god.
We could come up with some cool shit.
We can do that, yeah.
Well, guys, episode 41.
Wow.
Matt, I'm playing Red Dead right now. When I go to save my game, it tells me that I'm 33.2% through the game or whatever. What percentage exactly? You can have a decimal point or not. Are we through this campaign?
I have no idea.
God damn it.
I legitimately have no idea.
Are we a quarter of the way through, do you think? Are we pushing half? Are we 10%?
I don't know, man.
I wonder.
I mean, if I was to make very, 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 like,
Don't even say. People will take it and they'll twist it.
they will too. I
Because
know.
what I'm wondering is because Vox Machina existed and already had all these adventures and all this stuff for so long before, because where'd you guys start the stream at? 6?
Level 8. They're not even at the level Vox Machina started. at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But we may not even go as Vox Machina.
Go to 20.
Yeah, Vox Machina. Honestly, at the end of the Conclave arc, we could have ended the campaign there.
yeah, that's true.
But
I'm glad you didn't, but it's true.
me too. But you know, all the major stories, and from like a storytelling standpoint, that would have been a very good button and end on it.
Sure.
However, we wanted to continue to play these characters, and we wanted to take it to level 20, just because most of us had never been there. And there was still an arc with Vagna that I had to explore, and so we did it. And we went all the way to 20, and it was awesome. We had a good fun. But with this campaign, if everything feels resolved and they hit the the narrative beats that complete everyone's arcs. There's nothing left to really explore, and it feels like it's a natural point to end. And they're like, level 15?
Yeah.
Then I'll end the campaign there. We'll see where it
Right.
goes, which is why I can't gauge it, because I don't know, based on choices, I didn't expect we'd be out here having pirate adventures for this long,
Right.
I knew there.
That's what I keep thinking about. We're at almost episode 41, and the most person's kind of like story we've gotten through is Ford.
Right.
Yeah, Ford,
Everyone else
Ford,
in-
and we're touching on a few other things.
Yeah.
out
We're
Touching on, touched on Jester a little, touched on
there.
Caleb
a lot
little,
of character
but-
stories are tied up back at the Empire,
Yeah,
and
and now we're on the other end of the continent.
yeah, Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons, motherfucker.
Yeah,
It's
great.
fucking awesome.
pretty awesome.
I love it. I love it.
Can't wait.
I'm having a great time.
Me too.
Yeah, I know.
I hope you guys are having a good time. Let me
Oh,
know if
yeah.
you're ever not, please.
You were so silly.
Matt,
I'm just saying.
She's gonna tell you, dude.
It's true. Yeah.
You're gonna be like,
rely on
let's
her
go
for
to
that.
Taco Bell, and she's gonna be like, no.
It's true. She will.
Well, guys, it's all the time we have for tonight.
Oh.
Is that it, Max?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Stick around for Talks Machina After Dark. I get the sense he loves his job. I would like to thank Marisha and Matt for joining us tonight, and Marisha's dad for joining us on Everything is Content earlier. Played some awesome video games.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, come here, Dad. Come here real quick.
Get over here.
Get over here.
Hey, get over here and heal up.
See it all.
There we go.
Say goodbye to all the fine folks with us.
Don't make him hold the pillow, though.
Just here you go.
Snuggle with it.
Snuggle with Foster.
Snuggle with the bride.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There we go. That looks really good. That looks pretty good. I love it. Thanks for hanging with us, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's been great.
it's been great.
Good.
Great.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here, wait. Don't forget Quebec, guys.
Cheers.
We've already given them enough grief, As always, don't forget to love each other. And don't worry, it's almost Thursday.
Yeah, it is.
Stay turnt responsibly, my friends. We're back. I have my little buddies with me.
Go, Sully.
Perfect.
Look at him.
He's very sleepy, but he's awake. He's just chilling. Hey, man. Hey, man. So Sully picked out the questions for After Dark.
Thank you so much.
That's why he's so tired. He's been reading all night. Mildly Sober wants to know, Matt, is the weasel still alive after the tomb? Or is that a spoiler?
Shit, the weasel. Keep forgetting about Sprinkles.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. Oh no. Danny, that's not good.
The weasel is so dead.
That weasel is
I know.
so dead.
Oh, Marisha. Disappointing Cake wants to know, on a scale of Caleb to Caduceus, how lost is your dad right now? Does he watch the show?
He has. He's watched it. He's come to my live shows, a few of the live shows, especially the ones in
yeah.
Indianapolis. But probably pretty confused. Yeah, this is what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Peaks
right.
and valleys. It's
Yeah.
probably catching some things, and then the rest is completely Greek. He said he's becoming intrigued.
Good. I'll
Yeah,
take
he's
that.
becoming
That's
intrigued.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling him because he was saying earlier and like last night, he was like, you D&D players, what was it you said? You said you D&D players are the hyper intelligent alien race from another dimension, is what
Whoa.
he said we were.
That is the highest compliment I've ever received. I'll
Yes.
say hold on to that.
I mean, but it's also proof he hasn't met Sam yet. Pull that curve down a little bit.
Yeah. And I was like, well, no, I was like, it seems because I think he hears us going a bajillion miles a minute about Yantees and Githyankies and natural 20s and charisma checks and constitution bonuses and
Right.
and to his point, it can sound like another language as I'm saying words like Githyanki that are hyper,
Right. Right. Jorhas.
Everyone knows about Githyanki.
Yonti.
Whatever.
Regular Knoll.
regular Noel, exactly. But yeah, I was trying to tell him, I was like, it's not as complicated as it seems
Right.
on the surface.
Right,
I think
right.
if you had a little like crash course.
Like some handbooker helper
And then
episodes.
and I've been showing him Handbooker Helper.
Yeah.
I showed him Handbooker Helper, and that's been pretty good. A good introduction. He went like this.
Yep.
Good.
Yep, nice.
Yeah.
Handbooker helper, approved by dads everywhere.
Yes, exactly. No, I get a lot of feedback from people who I will literally send them to them and go like, this is kind of what they're talking about on the show, and it makes it easier for people to watch it because they're like, oh, I kind of know what that means now, and it's each little step helps. I think, for people who aren't like super familiar with stuff.
We probably haven't told this story on. Well, I'm going to tell this story because we need to take up time.
Do it, sure.
Ben had this amazing story from our New York live show.
Yeah.
Because Ben was slinging merch at the top balcony booth that we had. And he said the show started, and of course the lobby of the theater emptied out because everyone was watching the show. And 15 minutes into the show, 15, 20, this kind of middle-aged man came out into the lobby and was like on his phone. He'd be on his phone for like 5 or so minutes, and then he'd go back in, and he'd come back out like another 10, 15 minutes later, and he'd be on his phone. And Ben was like, is this guy looking at like sports
Right, checking
scores?
his
Is he looking at a
score,
game?
yeah.
Is he doing, checking emails? And then he saw this gentleman, and he was there with his daughter at intermission as they were going through the merch line. And he came, brought his daughter, 10, 15 minutes into the show, was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What am I watching?
Right.
And she was like, here, just go watch this. And it was Handbooker Helper.
Yes.
She kept sending him out with new videos.
Sending him out with new
Things like
videos
that.
to watch, and he'd go watch an episode of Handbooker Helper and then come back in, and then he'd come back.
Right, a little less
Okay,
lost. Yeah,
just-
that's pretty cool.
That was
And I was
pretty
like,
Man, that's great.
that's everything.
That's
why I made this
one of
damn
the
show.
demographics for this show.
So fucking good.
Yep.
Anyway,
You did
That's
good.
amazing.
that's my story.
Guys, Pagion wants to know, which pillow would you rather see right when you wake up in the morning? Brian's sequined face or pillow mat? I mean, I'd rather see pillow mat.
Brian's sequined face.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get to fuck with it. I get to just like make it look weird.
True, you could fuck with
I think
Brian's
also
face.
Brian's face because I already see Matt.
Yeah, she gets enough of that.
True.
Sorry sight every morning.
Real mat is the only thing in the world better than pillow mat. You know, you heard it here first, folks.
I don't know. Pillow mat's a lot quieter.
Will someone
Yeah.
bring me a paper towel?
Is there spillage?
I splashed because I am incapable of having a drink that I don't spill on myself.
I
That's true.
understand. I understand.
Literally incapable.
That is
just-
a.
It's just, you know, I think, I don't know if you're over the jet lag because you guys got back later and then you had to take another flight and then,
Yeah, flight and then it was New York, then we went to Hawaii, then we went to London, and then I went to Sacramento, and now I'm sitting here.
Yikes. I don't know how you're still awake.
It's very difficult.
Coffee.
Sure
All
will
that coffee you just spilled. Hey, Matt,
Yeah.
Mokoru wants to know, why is the water temple always the worst?
I don't know, man. That's some like classic D&D lore shit right there. The Water Temple, and it's funny when we said earlier that I mentioned that like the Sonic 1 Labyrinth level. Water level's the roughest experiences. I remember even like the old NES original TMNT game
I
had
love
the
that
underwater bomb diffusing and the electric.
Fuck yeah.
Like, that was the hardest level of the game. That was
Yeah.
like the barrier for advancement in that one.
That game was also super hard in general.
Of course it was.
Ashley's
but that
calling
water
me in the
level-
middle of the fucking
Oh my God,
show.
answer.
What's she saying?
I'm in the middle of After Dark and Matt's giving this beautiful answer right now and you called me.
Ashley, we miss you.
Miss you. Come back.
Are you at home?
Oh.
I have Sully on my lap. Do you want to FaceTime?
Ashley, yeah, FaceTime.
Okay, hold on. What's the button? This is hilarious. She just started laughing. She doesn't know I host a show on Tuesday nights.
No, she forgets.
Oh shit, she was supposed to know. Damn it.
How you hear
Wait, I hear you, but I can't see the video yet.
Dang it.
Now I just see me and it looks awesome. Wait, I think it's working.
Ashley.
There we go.
Hey!
Yeah.
Special guest.
Hey Brian, I made your boyfriend into a juggalo.
Oh my God, you did! Did you see that pillow? It's sequined 69 pillow, but if you move it around,
It's your boyfriend's face in sequins.
it's pretty tight.
And he's not even a drag queen.
That's pretty tight.
Yes.
We miss you so much.
Got Sully here. He's just hanging out. He picked out the questions tonight.
Oh, I'm sure he picked out some good ones.
So, based on what you're wearing, you're about to go snowboarding?
No, it's raining here.
Oh, it's raining.
It's raining all day in New York.
Okay. Well,
Right.
I mistakenly earlier thought that Bo and Yasha had kissed already. I guess it's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, it's wishful thinking. They haven't.
Man.
There's still time.
So much time, girl. So much time.
How do you feel about the way Travis has been Jaegering Yasha so far?
I have been working every Thursday night.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, that's
My
right. You're
schedule
behind
has been
still.
so insane, so I'm so behind in the episodes.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
So-
I'm trying to get Matt to make an NPC that wants to have sex with Yasha, so Travis has to have 2 like sex scenes back to back.
Oh my god. All right, I'll let you go. Call me after.
Yeah,
You know,
I guess.
with that blue
Love you
jacket,
guys.
with the
Bye,
blue
love
jacket and
you.
the
Come
hair, you're
on.
like a
Bye.
glamour shot from the 90s. Bye.
You're like a
Bye.
She hung up on me. It happens every night. She keeps saying there's real bad service in New York. There's real bad
Your
service.
Mad Max Halloween costume in the front of the
Yes.
car.
Yes.
The whole theme here.
Witness me.
There's so much to do here, man.
So much to do.
Oh,
Someone asked Sully how it
kingly
feels
gift.
to be the real star of this show. Oh man.
Aw, so
One day I'll bring Henry, but he's so big. It's not like I can bring him on my
Yeah,
lap.
he's so
we could put him
big.
on the couch.
You can snuggle with me.
Yeah, we'll
Do you
put him
think
over
he
there by
would
you.
chill for the whole, like,
He would.
he's got like ADD for a dog.
As long as Max didn't make any sudden movements, I think it'd be fine. Yeah, I think he'd be okay. Okay, if you guys had, this is from V Tiefling, if all of you had a crazy plan like Fluffernutter, what would it be and what would you name it? I mean, that's kind of crazy to come up with something like that on the spot, but I would probably have a thing where, I don't know, man. Did you guys play BioShock Infinite?
Yeah.
yes.
BioShock Infinite's pretty tight. There's a lot of really cool combos of stuff you can do on there. I'd probably try to do some weird, like,
I really like this one.
Midget gimp mask.
wow.
It's pretty fun.
Bring out the gimp.
Yeah.
Do you know what Will Friedle told me yesterday in Marisha? He said that the guy who played the Gimp in Pulp Fiction was one of the writers on Boy Meets World.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He was like,
Respect.
he said his buddy just called him one day and was like, hey, will you come be a gimp on this Tarantino film? We just need you to be a gimp. And he was like, I guess.
Wonder if he does cons.
So
Yeah.
If he's at cons with a banner behind him with like all these pictures of just him as the Gimp, and he's like, there's like a picture of him on set, like eating a hot dog through the mask, and he's like, hey, I'm just the Gimp here lounging.
so when the line's like, and he's like, wait.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, oh shit, yeah, Zed's dead, baby.
Like, that had to
so
have been
offensive.
the weirdest gig to pay rent. Like, you know that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, what a weird day of extra work.
Yep. Yeah. Imagine what it said on the check
Yep.
in the memo field. For Gimp duties, doodly served. Danny, Ruz Golf D wants to know, can we hear more of Danny's CR fanfic?
I mean, I can come up with some things on the fly, but no.
She was like, oh, that was a gag. I only wrote
That
2
was kind of
sentences.
just-
Yeah,
a gag.
I literally wrote like one sentence, and it was pretty much what you heard. So.
Yeah.
But, like, what's in your head canon? When you go to sleep at night, what are you like,
Okay, well, my headcanon is that Ford and Jester endgame. I am staunchly
you're super
Forrester
Jess.
shipper.
Okay.
Laura knows where my bread is buttered.
Wait, what is the ship name?
It's called Forrester.
Forrester.
Sometimes somebody knew.
Look, I know the real facts about the show. Again, like I was saying earlier, if they are in-game and if that does end up happening, then this will be Laura's second character in Critical Role history who has ended up with a guy who slept with somebody else on the show before her.
Oh.
Because Percy
because
also
Percy
slept with Lilith.
With Lilith. Hooked up
Spoilers.
with Lilith.
Campaign
Right.
1.
We were talking before the show about how Danny needs her own blog called Crit Roll Smut Stats.
Yes.
or
it
like
was
whatever. Yeah, what were
Wait,
the
we
other...
had smut stats and then something else. There were a few options.
Matt, show the people what you've done.
This has been the best coloring book.
This is so funny. I'm just sitting here stroking Sully, and you're just doing things to my face.
Like a fang-filled devil.
Oh yeah,
Little
that's
horns
pretty
there
cool.
for
Devil
you know?
horns. Nice.
This is better. This is like actually easier on Chief because he doesn't have to pay all kinds of money for expensive graphics to do that stuff.
It's like those really shitty things you got at like the Cracker Barrel that was like the magnetic hair where you
Right.
could like on
Oh,
like,
yeah,
on like
yeah,
a
put,
bald
like, the
person you could
facial
like draw
hair and
like
stuff.
mustaches.
I was
and,
gonna say
like,
you beat me to it
pompadours.
because I'm going for everyone's favorite Silver Lake trend,
Oh, is that
the glitter beard.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I had a glitter beard at Genkin.
You did do the glitter beard.
Yeah.
So you know,
Guys, you weren't on the show since London, but how great of an experience was that? That was
That was incredible.
all those countries. Everybody came out from
Norway, Germany,
Greenland,
Israel.
Israel,
Malaysia,
Malta,
Malta,
everywhere.
Singapore.
Singapore, yeah.
All over out there to come visit. It was
That
so
was
cool.
Absurd.
Amazing, man.
Had a few Aussies.
several
Yeah.
Aussies, yeah.
Still stroking Brian's face.
I mean, it's hard not to. That is the gift that keeps on giving. I'm not
You
gonna
did it
lie.
most of the episode, and I hope when I go home that works like a voodoo doll. It just has delayed effects, because then I'm gonna go home and just.
This is
Whoa, we missed it.
No, it was like voodoo doll.
You're
Now we have some soap shot.
Sorry, you okay?
Guys.
right in the titty.
I'm
that
so
first
sorry.
One, but
I'm
it's
so
good.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Save it for after the show, guys. Oh, the titty punching. Tonight.
This
Well,
question?
that's it. And no, that's all we got.
Yeah,
I
we're
feel
out
bad
of
that we didn't answer more questions.
We had it. We answered like 5.
that's pretty good. For After Dark, that's pretty golden.
Pretty good.
There you
The
go.
crickets?
They're playing
Are
us
they-
off.
They
In
are.
the studio.
It happens every Thursday night. I have to like
It does?
pull walls and they stop.
Oh
They
no.
start back up.
Sully, you want to go eat some crickets? You want to eat some crickets? No, he doesn't eat crickets.
The crickets are the bane of every studio.
I know,
Oh my
man.
God.
Well, it's cold. Does that mean they come in or does that mean they go out, Danny?
What?
You're an insect expert. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. What? Oh, what's this one?
I don't feel very well.
Oh no. Oh, I'm getting Thanos.
Oh, yeah, I was like,
That's it. End it there. End it there. That's it. End it there.
Good
That's
night.
it.
We love you guys.
Oh,
Good night, everybody.
buddy.
Good night, Sully.
Good night,
Good
Sully.
night.
Good night, sweet
Sully.
wizard.